going on, Jerome's? Ever since the Minnesota Fighting Vikings signed free agent guard Dalton Risner about a month ago, the question is, when was he going to land in the starting lineup? Now, the odds-on favorite for Dalton Risner to come on in and replace was second-year guard Ed Ingram, who had struggled early on in the season. Although respect, Ed Ingram is starting to play a lot better, and the Vikings offensive line as a whole is very highly rated by the analytics department. Now, if it could only translate to production on the field, especially in the run game. But Dalton Risner is actually going to be replacing left guard Ezra Cleveland, who head coach Kevin O'Connell announced is going to be out with that foot injury that he suffered week 6 against the crooked Chicago Bears. And so I actually did like that Kevin O'Connell didn't play that stupid game that Zimmer played all the time, and O'Connell has played sometimes as well. I don't know who's going to start. I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll be Blake Brandel. No. But announced that Dalton Risner will be starting on Monday night in Ezra Cleveland's absence. Come on up for the rise now. His name is Dalton in the movie. That's where the reference is. Yeah. And what really sucks is that Ezra Cleveland is playing quite well this season, both as a pass protector as well as in the run game. And really sucks to see, especially in a contract year. But next man up mentality. And the Vikings offensive line. So even with Ezra out, I don't think that the Vikings offensive line takes too big of a step back with Darrisaw, Risner, Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Brian O'Neill. And San Francisco can certainly bring it on the interior with Eric Armstead as well as Javon Hargrave, and also Javon Kinlaw is starting to step up too. So it's going to be tossed right into the fire with Dalton Risner. And, Risner, I actually do think that Risner has a chance to show up this year and then sign to be the Vikings' long-term left guard going forward, where he's only 28, he's 6'5", 312, 2019 second rounder by the Broncos. Left guard is where he's played during his 4 years as a starter, and even though he's only been in the building a month, that has been enough time to get him up to speed of the offense. Also, his familiarity with Cooper and Riscotti and Modkin certainly does help as well. And I think that he is ready to go. And frankly, maybe him sitting on the sidelines and marinating for about a month and having him get up to speed and get into game shape, maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because maybe if the Vikings just threw him out there cold right when he signed, maybe things wouldn't have fared out so well. And also, you do have to factor in that you'll notice that Ezra played solid all the way around, but you notice that Ed Ingram's play rapidly got better as soon as Dalton Risner was on the roster. Now, it could be a spot where it's like, I'm not just going to be handed my job. I actually have to perform and do well. That motivation is important. But with Risner in there, I don't think you miss much moving down from Ezra. But also, I think it could be a spot, too, where if Dalton Risner plays well over these next couple of weeks as we head towards the trade deadline, even though Ezra Cleveland has a foot injury, it's deemed to be short-term. He wasn't put on IR. And maybe he's a guy that's moved at the trade deadline, although, knock on wood, don't want to mess with depth. But if the Vikings are happy with Risner and they didn't have any inkling to re-sign Ezra Cleveland, who, like we said a bunch of times, is a left tackle naturally and probably wants to go somewhere where he can get left tackle money and play on the blind side, maybe a team that needs some help at tackle, maybe they're like, yoink, gimme, all that stuff. But getting ahead of ourselves right now, but it is Dalton Risner time. Roadhouse. That's right, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Dalton Risner will start Monday against the San Francisco 49ers. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.